What is the most ridiculous Karen encounter you've ever had? I had just gotten off of my shift and decided that since the weather would be nice over the weekend, I would get a couple of steaks, some corn, and stuff for a cookout with a couple of my buddies. As I am looking at the steaks, comparing cuts before I put one back. When I hear the mating call of a wild Karen, this is a sound that I am familiar with. But, she can't seriously think that I work here. I am in a plain, logoless white polo shirt tucked into my uniform pants and my black boots. The workers here wear black button-up shirts, khaki pants, and a green apron with the store name on it. Managers tend to wear black pants but still have the apron, but with manager on the name tag. Sure enough, it was for me. Since I had ignored her, I earned an even more stern throat clearing directed toward me and then a shrill excuse me. I'm an a-hole, but I also think I am hilarious. This is a horrible combination when facing Karen. It is because of this disastrous mix of character traits that I call back to her. Without a look, absolutely, you are excused, the bathroom is that way, with a gesture toward the sign for the restrooms, before adding, and I am sure they have something in the pharmacy if you need more than that. She says, that is no way to speak to a customer, you didn't even ask what I needed. Now. I interrupted her, look, I don't care. I am not an employee here, I have no duty to help you. I do not look anything like a staff member here. If nothing else, I will return to my shopping. In full banshee shriek she replies, I want your manager, I am going too. At this point, I've had enough. I bellow out, shut your mouth. I am a customer, I don't work here, stop harassing me. The problem with going full Marine drill sergeant when in public is that the general public is not accustomed to the volume level a good yell from the diaphragm can produce, and the tone of voice is very hostile. The bigger problem is when you are using a cane to keep you standing, and it becomes very easy for you to be toppled. And this is exactly what Karen did. She kicked my cane out from under my hand, and I was too far forward to recover and went down like a sack of potatoes. She then started smacking me with her purse and yelling about me assaulting her and needing the police. I don't know if it was 2 minutes or 30 seconds, but it wasn't that long. It just felt like it was a bit because I was embarrassed about how easily I went down and how much it hurt my leg. But at this point, the manager came over and got Karen off of me and helped me up. The whole time Karen was still screaming until she remembered that she had her own phone and called 911, screaming things at me like, I'm calling the police, you're in trouble now, and I didn't ask for you to have intercourse with me. What? The manager looked at me as confused as I was, and I just shrugged. Do you know what is going on? He asks. Yeah, she tried to get my attention. I made a glib remark, she told me to get my manager, then as I was unloading on her, she kicked my cane, and I went down. You saw the rest. Karen chimed in, liar. You felt me up, and then when I pushed you off of me, you hit me with that stick, and if it wasn't for the fact that I hit you with my purse, I'd be dead. At this time, I'm pretty sure the dispatcher had said something to her, as she said into the phone, yeah, he is about 6 foot, a large white man, in a white polo and black pants with boots. Yes, I think I'm safe. The manager is here, but he seems to know my attacker. I think he wants to assault me too. The manager and I exchange looks before he asks me, it appears she called the police. Can I ask you to wait in the store? He says to me. Sure, I'll wait. I replied with a nod. It was only a couple of minutes before the cop came walking up. Luckily I knew this cop very well. Her name is Julia, I had trained her when she first joined the force. What is happening here? We got a call about a forced intimate assault. The fact that I was addressed before Karen sent her into orbit. I could see Julia's eyes just glaze over, and since I had trained her when she joined the force, I knew this meant she had already tuned the irate Karen out. I just looked at Jules and said, take her statement, this is the manager on duty, then review the security footage. Karen, being Karen, starts with a, we don't need the security footage. This man assaulted me, arrest him. She also threw this gem out, you're a woman, and you know him, you must know what type of a man he is. You can be honest that he probably has assaulted you too. Julia looked over to the manager and said, I think it would help more if I were to see that footage first. At this point, Julia's partner told Karen that she and I were supposed to stay with him while she went with the manager. Apparently, not only did the security camera catch everything in 1080p, but it also had audio. About 5 minutes later, Julia returned, looked at her partner, and then pointed to Karen. Arrest her for assault and making a false report. Jules then got into Karen's face and said, I have been assaulted in the past. People like you make false claims that make it so hard for us actual victims to get the help we need. And that was really the end of it. The manager helped me get the rest of my things for the grill out, and I got a nice 25% off coupon.